Welcome to the War Sports Channel on YouTube, Hawk Garbage Sports with me, Coach Ryan D. Leafs Nation, we're back. Shirt tuckers, corporate fans, diehard Leafs fans of all shapes, sizes, colors. Welcome back to Hawk Garbage Sports for another exciting year of hockey. And welcome back to the Atlantic Division. Good luck. It's tough. We're going to talk today about the Leafs preseason game last night against an NHL team. We're going to tell you where the Leafs are standing heading into the season. All Leafs news, rumors, changes, and updates. Stick with us through the intro. Let's get after it, Leafs Nation. And Leafs Nation, if you're new here to Hawk Garbage Sports, sign up, subscribe. We cover the best in the NHL. The Leafs are a big part of that. Are they Canada's team? I don't know. Ask the Habs fans on this channel. And the next video that we end up dropping, we do cover all Canadian teams and Canadian content as well as NHL content on this channel. So give us a big let's go thumbs up. Okay, Leafs fans, Bunting. He's in. 3-point night against an NHL team. Fantastic job. He's clearly going to move into the top six. If he doesn't start on the top six, I don't know. I guess they're crazy and Sheldon Keefe doesn't know what he's doing. But I think Sheldon Keefe does. I think Michael Bunting is definitely going to end up as a top six forward for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I also think Nick Ritchie is a lock to be in the top six. So I think that goes ahead and squares away your top six. That's my best prediction coming out of this. So we know Matthews and Marner aren't going anywhere. We know Slick Willie Nylander isn't going anywhere. It's Nylander. God damn it, it's Nylander. No, it's Nylander. Just stay tuned to this channel. You'll see me argue with myself a lot about the man's name. We know what his name is. Tavares and Slick Willie are going to be paired together on line two, making one of the best line twos in the NHL. So you're just looking for a partner there. It'll be interesting to see where Ritchie and Bunting end up, but I think that's going to be your top six. Pretty simple. Michael Bunting looks fantastic. Great addition. Nice pickup by the Leafs. David Kampf and Alexander Kerfoot are going to be in an interesting position. Sheldon Keefe talked last night in this press conference about places he could put Kerfoot. Kerfoot could actually go ahead and disrupt my top six by moving into there on the wing, but I do think the Leafs would be remiss and Sheldon Keefe is going to keep him at the third line because in today's NHL, running three lines is hyper important. David Kampf is a really nice addition, even though he has, well, a few conkies and a couple bolts loose now at this point, but hey, that's Bruins hockey and that's what you get when you pick a Bruin who's been thrown away. Either a guy the Bruins weren't willing to pay or a guy that's been exploded with injuries, mostly head ones. But what are you going to do? It's the Bruins for you. You know them well enough. David Kampf is a really nice addition to this team. I think he may hold on to the center role. I really don't know. It's interesting having him and Kerfoot together. We've seen a lot of combinations of this in the NHL where there's two centermen, one moves over to the wing. Maybe they end up switching out depending on who's hot that night. But I think Kerfoot and Kampf are definitely going to stick together. Wayne Simmonds is going to be an interesting piece to see where he ends up in there. Frankly, the fourth line it's still up in the air to me. I mean, Jason Spezza is going to be there. We know that for sure. Pierre Engvall, theoretically, maybe. I think so. I think he's there. So really all we're really battling for, the Leafs and other Canadian teams right now is those last couple roster spots. And we know they're not going to be set even when the NHL season starts. There's going to be cycling in and out. And another guy to really keep your eye on is Kurtis Gabriel. Not only does he have an absolute rocket of a girlfriend keeping him motivated night in and night out, Leafs Nation, you're welcome and you're going to love it. Absolutely love having Instagram model and social media influencer Michaela Demeter in the stands. Kurtis Gabriel says, you're welcome. He's a native from the GTA. He absolutely loves the idea of playing for the Leafs. He's a big, tough hockey player. He's exactly what Canadian hockey teams are looking for in terms of, I guess, the fan base. Mostly, to be honest, I think GMs are just into picking good hockey players, but us Canadian fans, we're really tough. We like our big, scrappy boys. So I think Gabriel fits it. I think he needs to be in the lineup most nights, if not night in, night out, but he's probably going to make this team as either forward 12 or 13. He adds a lot of grit into the lineup, so this was a really nice pickup by the Leafs. The Leafs back end leaves a lot of questions. I mean, not questions in who's going to be playing. I mean, we know who's going to be there. The biggest question facing them, though, is going to be Morgan Rielly. This is an albatross hanging over the Leafs this year. I mean, he's got a great contract right now. I believe he's a top 10 defenseman in the NHL. Go ahead and see my list above for who I think my top 30 NHL defensemen are, and you can see where Morgan Rielly lands. I think he's going to be a staple on the Team Canada blue line. Again, up above. I have my Team Canada roster build up there as well, too. Morgan Rielly is a staple of the Leafs team, but this cap situation is going to be tough. He's a very I don't know what you would call it, polarizing player. These guys shouldn't be polarizing, but again, Canadian hockey fans, not just Leaf fans, we all do it. Check the Jets jersey behind me there, team. We get really uppity when guys get big money contracts because they need to play up to it. So we're all aching for a win across Canada. All 6 Canadian teams are aching for a win. 6 teams? You heard me. All 6 teams across Canada are aching for a win. I'm funny. I'm so funny sometimes. And the biggest thing that's going to change the Leafs is you need that game-breaking defenseman, and I do believe that is Morgan Rielly. But what do you do? I mean, you're obviously going to be in a great position to win a cup this year, but the Atlantic Division is really tough. There's a lot of brutal teams in front of you, including the Bruins and the Lightning and the Panthers. A lot of good teams. And the pesky Habs. So what you end up doing with Rielly at the trade deadline, I don't know. He could end up walking at the end of this. This is going to be really interesting to see Sheldon Keefe navigate this. And then goaltending, one of 2 things is going to happen. Well, theoretically 1 of 3, and you're going to go, thanks to the insights here, Coach Ryan D. So you're going to blow up in your face. It's going to be terrible, and you're going to be looking for trades. That is likely. I mean, it's Mrazek and Campbell. I've been saying since Jack Campbell came into this league that Jack Campbell is a fine backup goalie. I don't believe he's a number 1. However, he has the absolute opportunity to prove us wrong this year, a la Jordan Binnington, and show us that it wasn't just one hot run and that he is the future of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Petr Mrazek is a nice goalie. I really like the signing coming in for him because I think he's that veteran calm presence that's going to back up Campbell well if Campbell ends up struggling. So this is an okay 1 and 2, but frankly, you're sitting there with 2 really high-end backups in NHL terms, hoping that one of them actually carries you through. Was Frederik Andersen the guy? Probably not. So is this a major downgrade? Likely not. I don't know if there's anything else the Leafs could have done. So it's really hard to criticize the Leafs goaltending scenario, but we don't know. The other option that could come out of the goaltending is this could be absolutely fantastic pairing. You could end up with 1A, 1B going forward. Mrazek could be hot like he was for the Carolina Hurricanes last year. Jack Campbell could turn into the number 1 goalie that everybody thinks he's going to be in Toronto. Again, I'm not on that fence. No problem being proved wrong on that one. Or you can end up with mediocre goaltending, which is right in the middle. So could be bad, could be good, could be in the middle. Thanks, Coach. I actually don't know where this is going to land. We're going to have to see over an 82-game sample if it holds. And more importantly, will it hold in the playoffs? So that's where we're at for Maple Leafs news today. Remember to subscribe, like Leafs Nation. Thanks for joining us. Catch you in the next one.